It is exciting times in Super Earth because we are getting a brand new war bond. We're getting new weapons. We're getting new armor, new gear. But you're going to need to be ready for when that stuff gets released. Today we're going to go over everything I feel that you're going to need to get ready to rock and roll to be able to do more damage when the new stuff arrives. So if you guys want to spread freedom, if you want to spread democracy, hit that like button. And when we get to 200 likes, we're actually going to be able to liberate the planet. So let's make it happen. So with that being said, guys, let's talk about the main thing you're going to want to make sure you do when you're playing the game. And these are the things I would prioritize if I'm playing. If I'm playing, I would try to get as many super coins as I possibly can, or super credits. I would do that as much as I can. You want to stack up on these. And the reason being is because, as you guys know, in order to buy stuff for the war bond and unlock stuff, you're going to need a ton of these. I have a video on how to farm these, so make sure you check out that video so you can start farming them right now. Another thing I would farm, guys, is the super samples. Now, the reason why, you're probably wondering, Laser, why are we farming the super samples? Remember, we're getting new mechs. That means we're getting new stratagems. And if we're getting new stratagems, we're going to need currency to be able to unlock them. So now is this time to start grinding to unlock this. Super samples, rare samples, everything that has to do with samples. Prioritize that right now. Now, for those of you who might not have all the stratagems unlocked, I'm going to quickly go over the ones I recommend you unlock ASAP to make sure you guys are ready, so you don't have to be like, oh my goodness, I have to unlock this, and now I have to unlock the X, so I have to unlock this other one. Prioritize these as we speak. So number one, guys, railgun. Definitely pick that up ASAP. Number two, orbital rail cannon strike, orbital laser. Those are the main ones I would put in my list. As far as the hanger is concerned, there are some really good ones here, but the one I definitely recommend, guys, Eagle Strike, all right? Eagle Cluster Bomb. I love the Cluster Bomb because it lets me have 5 of them, and the Eagle 110 millimeters. The 500 kg bomb is actually pretty good. The only reason I don't like this one is because you only get 2 uses, and I like to use a lot of stuff when I can. So for the bridge, the only thing I would recommend in the bridge is absolutely nothing. Currently, right now, it's no bueno. For the engineering bay, guys, what I would recommend is a supply pack. If this is early game, okay? Grenade launcher, guard dog rover, one of the best ones, I believe, very underrated. The shield generator pack, still meta in my opinion. It didn't really get that much of a hit. It's still noticeable, but it's not that big, and it's definitely super helpful. For the robotics, guys, mortar sentry, guard dog. Those are the main ones I would prioritize right here. Mortar Sentry would be like top S tier. Guard Dog, you can live without, but I feel like it's going to get buffed pretty soon. So that's what I would do if you're only unlocking one thing. The other thing, the EMS Mortar, the Gauntlet Sentry, those are actually pretty OP, and that's what I would prioritize when it comes to stratagems. And just make sure you'll have those unlocked, and then just worry about unlocking the new ones that are actually coming out. Another thing I kind of want to throw in here, just to make sure you guys pick it up, is the Arc Thrower. The Arc Thrower is actually pretty good, and I feel when the new update comes out, I think this is going to get a buff due to the fact that all the weapons that are coming out have to do with Arc, so I'm assuming Arc is going to get a little bit of a buff. It might even be a stealth buff, so we might want to prioritize and keep an eye on that, okay? So, you don't need it, but make sure you get it. Now, speaking of one of the most important things, guys, is we are going to go into our acquisitions, and we're going to talk about these war bonds. If you guys have the free version or the paid version, I'm going to quickly go and tell you guys what you need to unlock and what page. But the main thing I want to point out of here, if there's anything you want to point out, is this: prioritize the super credits. I know some of you guys might have skipped that to pick up armor, to pick up weapons, and you probably didn't pick up the super credits. Get the super credits right now, because a couple things are going to happen. Not only are we going to be getting a new store, so we'll probably be getting new items that are not currently in rotation right now. In addition to that, you're probably going to get a paid version of a war bond, and you're probably going to want to buy into it. So you want to make sure you won't get all the super credits you could get on the free version to see if you have enough money to buy that brand new war bond pack. Now, the only thing you need to prioritize when it comes to the free paid version of this is this outfit right here, if you haven't unlocked it already. Number 2 is this right here. This is going to be your secondary weapon. And number 3, it's going to be, actually number 4 and 3, it's going to be, not this one, sorry. This one right here, the Vitality Enhancer, and this right here, the Breaker. Those are the main things you need to prioritize. Out of anything that goes in the free paid version of this particular war bond, That is what I would prioritize. And I would also get myself the super credits. Now, the only thing that I want to throw in here that you probably should want to pick up if you haven't picked up already is this right here, the Liberator. All right. It's not meta right now, but theoretically it's up there. Okay, it's up there. And we might have new enemies to fight. So we want to make sure we have this one because it's going to allow us to have medium armor penetration. So it's going to be really viable. The only other thing I would recommend out of this one, which would be in page number 8, is unlocking this right here, guys, which is the Slugger. The Slugger is actually pretty good. It has light armor penetration, and it did get a increase of magazine size. Not meta in my opinion, but I would probably unlock it, right now before the new war bond comes out, and you're like, man, I gotta unlock this war bond, I gotta unlock that war bond. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of in the fence. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I'm gonna grind this weekend to make sure I get these medals to get all the stuff that I'm mentioning right now in this video. All right, moving along to the paid version right here. So for the paid version, if you do have the paid version, I would unlock this, guys, the Senator. This is not like super meta right now, but I feel like it's gonna get a buff and it's gonna get enhanced due to one of the comments that the CEO made. So I would definitely prioritize that out of everything in the paid version of the war bond. I would also get myself some super credit. And the only other thing I feel like you need to prioritize here is the Incendiary Breaker and the Incendiary Grenade. Those are the only two things I would definitely prioritize when it comes to picking this up. And of course, apart from that, is just get yourselves as many super credits as you possibly can. Now, that is what I would do when it comes to playing the game. Now, I have videos on how to get samples, on how to get super credits, on how to get all the stuff that you're going to need to do to prep for when the new war bonds come out. I think I covered everything in the list. If you have anything to share with your fellow Super Earth fighters and spread more freedom and democracy, make sure you guys drop it in the comment section down below. Hope you guys are enjoying our content. If you are, make sure you check out this video that's popping up right now on how to farm super credits, on how to get samples, and I will see you guys on the next video.